That looks good.
Here, we shall be reunited soon. I cannot help but feel excitement.
We are standing in front of each other right now.
Not here, but in the physical realm. You don't need to be coy. I know you are coming.
To where exactly?
The Sanctum Sanctorum. The prophecy advances. As much as it will please me to see you, I beg you not to stand in my way. I cannot guarantee your safety this time.
You are right, Mother. The prophecy is advancing, and we shall halt it at all costs.
I admire your conviction, child. There may come a time when we will stand in defiance of destiny. But it is not now. I have said all I can. It is out of my hands now.
Actually, it seems to be all in your hands.
I wish that were so. But you know the truth. He is closer than ever before.
Who is?
I would not dare say his name in this place. Still, he will bring us together after so long. Is it selfish of me to say that it's our reunion that matters most?
We will see each other soon, Mother.
They say the Pacific Ocean has no memory, Hunter.
But you are looking at the Atlantic.
Really? Well, that explains so much. Just think. A few years ago, I was just your quintessential 98-pound high school freshman weakling. Even the lunch ladies used to shake me down for milk money. Now look at me. Hanging with the legendary Hunter and the Midnight Suns in their super-secret Atlantic Ocean base.
We are happy to have you.
That's just it. What if that radioactive spider had decided to chomp down on someone else's behind? What would old non-arachnid me be?
Something tells me you would have changed the world regardless, Peter Parker.
Change the world? Let's not get carried away here. I may have helped out a bit in the neighborhood, but...
You have certainly impacted me.
Right back at you, pal. You know, Hunter, I've been to a lot of truly amazing places since I put on the old spider tights. Way beyond my little neighborhood in Queens. But when all is said and done, there is nowhere I'd rather be right now than here with the rest of you.
Agatha.
It's all right, child. You have been through so much. Your mother is calling you back to her. Trying to break anything that stands between you.
Sometimes I think this caller's protection is all but an illusion. Nothing actually separates Lilith and I. It is just a symbol, nothing more.
Yes. I believe you believe that. You clearly are not afraid to use the gifts your mother bequeathed you. Does it bother you that she would be pleased with the development of your darker powers?
I will use whatever magic is required for me to win.
Spoken like the hunter, caretaker, and I raised, just as much as the child of Lilith. Just remember, whoever you choose to be, I accept you.
Hey, look who's awake!
There are some more wards I could place. Hunter, what you've got there is the latest in custom alloy, handcrafted, magically protected personal protective gear.
Yes, thanks to the symbiote sample young Mr. Parker recovered, we were able to isolate the alien energy signature that appeared to be causing you so much trouble. With this armor, you should now be able to get close enough to Venom to take him down.
This time without, exploding.
It feels good. Now, just get me back to New York and I will handle the rest.
I just hope this is what you were expecting, Hunter.
Remind me again why you haven't Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. Genius inventor strikes again.
The mistake. Day, Hunter.
Hello, my sweet girl.
Looking good? The new outfit looks spectacular. Just really badass.
Oh, thank you.
It's amazing what a little teamwork can produce.
Teamwork? Oh, you mean Stark and Strange.
They finally got along enough to make this. I just hope it's enough to stop Venom.
I had the greatest minds in science and magic working together on this. If it does not keep me protected, then nothing will.
Good point. I guess I was getting worked up over nothing.
It is not nothing. The armor could still fail me, and Venom could still feast on my bones. You are right to worry, even if I do not.
Wow, that's an image.
I could discuss this armor all day, but...
Oh, I know. You've got a date with a symbiote. Don't let me stand in the way. Good luck out there.
The new armor suits you. It looks pretty spectacular.
Jealous?
Incredibly.
Our last encounter did not go so well for me. I really hope the suit from Stark and Strange will be enough.
It had better work perfectly for as much as those two divas bickered about it.
Well, I can stand here modeling this thing, or I can put it to the test.
Better to know sooner than later. I hope it passes.
This should be useful.
So the new suit. Someone's going to die.
We could go a few rounds.
Back again. Caretaker said I need to be a team player. So I... All right then. Do your thing.
What's new, Hunter? This won't take long. Just more evil junk. Who are we sending on an op? I think I can handle that.
Rest easy, Spider-Man. I have dealt with the unknowable before.
Yes, but have you ever worn clothes with their own appetite? I know symbiotic alien goop can seem like a cool idea, but take it from me. Not worth it one bit. The symbiote gets in your brain and makes you do things you'd never ordinarily do.
This is not the first time I have wielded weaponry with its own willpower. The symbiote should be worried about me.
I love the confidence you're projecting here, Hunter. I do. Eddie Brock was once a normal, regular jerk. Now he's stuck wearing an alien tracksuit that eats people and sometimes controls his body. And he's more of a jerk. So, you know, he's a cautionary tale.
From what I know of Eddie Brock, I'm not nearly as malleable or insecure.
Good point. I guess there's no other way, huh?
Only this suit can penetrate the symbiote barrier around the sanctum.
Yeah, I hear that too. What sits worse with me? The Sanctum Sanctorum is wearing a symbiote. Alien-possessed architecture gives me the extra creeps.
To stand against the forces seeking to fulfill the prophecy, we must conquer what terrors hold us from our duty. Fear holds us back. Fear makes us small.
You can't fault a scientist for voicing an abundance of caution.
I cannot. And your warning is heard, Spider-Man. I shall be alert and ready should the suit try and tempt me.
Hey, that's all I needed to hear. Hunter, I hate to say something as cliché as, you got this. So I'll say something cheesier. I believe in you. Just be careful wearing that extraterrestrial tracksuit, Hunter. Last thing we want is for you to turn against us.
Thank you for your concern, Spider-Man.
Thanks for hearing me out, Hunter. Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Hunter's expertise extends beyond the supernatural and metaphysical.
Perhaps, Aunt, the Spider-Man is correct.
This is not the first time we've used the weapons of the enemy to fight our enemy, and it will not be the last. But it is your decision, Hunter. You are the one wearing it.
I do not fear this symbiote. It will submit to my purposes. It is not the first time I have wielded a weapon with its own consciousness and desires.
We agree that this must be done. I have no doubt in your ability, but heed Spider-Man's warning. We do not fully know what the symbiote is capable of. I suppose I do have a single misgiving, Hunter. If the symbiote has any unusual reactions to your collar, well, keep an eye on it, and be sure to let me know as soon as possible.
I feel like it goes without saying. If anything compromises the integrity of the collar, it is important, correct?
That is correct. Your collar and your life are intrinsically linked. We would need to mitigate any damage to save your life. Hunter, you must take extreme caution in all actions. The threads binding our reality together are inextricably bound in surprising ways. Sometimes they are stitches, other times knots or tangles. Reckless action and needless risk are the threats we must be most aware of. Now, put on your alien suit and go free the sanctum sanctorum of Lilith's corruption. I do not believe Spider-Man's fears to be founded, but nothing is certain. However, if he is right, I fully expect Spider-Man to be annoying about it. So don't let that happen. Remember, if your collar reacts oddly to the symbiote, alert me immediately. You're looking stronger than ever, kiddo. You feeling all right?
Hunter, hey, listen. If you need any chafing...
Practice makes perfect.
Hydra won't want...
Peace.
If Hydra wants a straight-up fight, then I say give them everything you've got.
Got it all planned out. I'm saving my energy for you. I heard Lilith is kind of hot. Any of you dorks make a move yet? Let's do it.
I'm taking fire!
Who designed your armor? Because it looks like junk.
Engaging! Haven't felt this good in years.
Hydra! Does Hydra even pay you enough to cover your medical bills?
Your time has come. Hail that!
Hydra Immortalis!
All right, that hurt a little.
For victory!
Lilith will not be pleased with your efforts.
I'm Gamma on the move! It's your time now!
We are doing well so far.
Tracking.
I know that wasn't your signature move.
Remember that.
For the mother!
Is that all you've got?
Reinforcements on approach!
Your sacrifice will be remembered. We have the upper hand for now. Let's settle this. I must be doing something right. Their time is short. Weak, even for Hydra. We need to pull it together, as ordered!
Watch the paint job!
Lilith must be desperate if these are her best.
Getting it done any way we know how?
Leave some for the rest of us. The light will carry you onward. Every little bit helps. I am afraid you might not make it back from this one.
Who wants the honors? This should be good.
We've got your target.
Hey, it worked, didn't it?
Them to fear me. That's some move.
I doubt they'll take that beating to heart, but we can always hope.
What you doing, Charlie?
Heading to book club. Are you?
Meet you there.
I'll walk you. Looks like we're all here. Grab a seat and let's get started.
I am ready.
The Art of War is one of my favorite books, if not my favorite. Can anyone guess why?
Because it's not just about fighting, it's about how to conduct yourself when in conflict with others.
Carol gets it. For quite a while, all my interactions with people involve some form of conflict.
Interesting.
This book laid things out for me. Helped me understand you don't always smash yourself against a problem face first. You must understand your enemy before you can hope to defeat them. Hunter, you get this more than most. You understood Lilith, which led you to discover her weakness. With that came her defeat.
I lost 300 years to understanding. I would not call that a success.
I would. Your sacrifice, whatever it was, kept the world from plunging into darkness. My point here, until we know what game Lilith is playing, there's no way we can break the rules. That's the only way we win.
So the favorite book of a half-vampire was written by Master Sun.
I'm the Daywalker. Of course it is.
Carol, what stood out for you?
The chapter about flexibility in warfare. Yes, it presented distinct situations, but at its core, it promoted a philosophy of adaptability. This is a subtle but key difference from the Kree war manuals I know. Those manuals lay out how to overcome every possible contingency. Because Kree commanders always expect an answer, exceptions can flummox the ones who let the rules think for them.
Are you not better off if you know how to win?
They don't tell you how to win. They tell you how the Kree have previously won. The art of war encourages fluidity of thought. The variations presented in the chapter on flexibility are examples, not rote technique.
And that's how wars are lost.
So I've been dying to know, what is Captain America's favorite part of this book?
After this read, everything he had to say about deception and warfare.
Ooh, explain.
Wait, what used to be your favorite?
Discussions of leadership. There's a lot of good stuff in there. I've long since internalized all that worked for me and examined what didn't. But convincing your enemy that your greatest weakness is your most powerful strength.
Or the opposite, that your strength is a vulnerability?
Exactly. It struck me, especially regarding our conflict with Lilith. So, what's our greatest strength?
Lilith has no allies, just thralls. She is alone in this fight, but we are united.
Are we? The greatest scientific mind I've known, sorry Tony, just defected to her side. What's to stop any of us from doing the same? I don't have an answer to the question I asked, but I plan to do what the art of war suggests. Learn her weakness. Adapt as the conflict evolves. Keep Lilith guessing. And above all, think.
And that'll do it.
Great. So what's our next book?
I told Carol she could pick the next one.
I decided on volume 32 of the Kavat Koth.
The what now?
It's a cross between a legal text, a spaceborne invasion defense manual, and one of those sagas that Thor seems to love.
Okay then.
I promise it's not a heavy read. I thought it would be a good companion to the art of war.
See you all next time.
I'm nervous about my book. I don't know how much of it will translate. Not the language, the ideas.
It is good to encounter new views. They help you better comprehend your own.
You really connected with the art of war, huh? I think you'll like my choice. Give it a shot. That's all I ask.
I didn't know what I was getting into when I signed up, but I'm glad we have book club.
It was good to see the conclusions we each drew from the book.
That's why I think we need to do this. A team that understands its disparate parts works better in concert. But don't quote me. Sun Tzu said it better.
That went better than expected.
I am looking forward to reading Carol's book.
Same here. Feels like book club is pointing out an edge we've always had, but never knew to sharpen. That's all for now. You taking off or hanging out?
That is it for me.
Righteous.
Yes, dear?
Where did the words of power come from?
While I often call them blessings or gifts of the old gods, the words of power are actually powerful invocations tuned to the unique energies found in descendants of the blood.
And Caretaker used the words as well.
Of course, dear. Sarah used the words of power on the Abbey grounds just as you do today. Many of the areas you encounter that seem receptive to these spells are actually the result of Sarah's frequent undertakings.
I have heard that Wanda's power comes from Chthon.
The way I understand it, as a child, Wanda and her family lived in Transia, not far from Mount Wundagore. Within that mountain, the dark god Chthon had long been imprisoned, his corruptive influence an ongoing threat to the people of Transia.
And Wanda was affected?
Whether Chthon reached out to Wanda, or he found her by chance, I can't say. But Wanda was blessed or cursed by Chthon, touched by the power of chaos magic. While he had hoped to make her some sort of acolyte, she proved to be more capable than even he foresaw.
Who were the Knights of Wundagore?
Another mysterious group of heroes in a world full of mysterious groups. Of course, I'm no expert on Transian history. I do know that the Knights of Wundagore were formed as a response to the growing threat of Chthon's influence near the mountain.
What exactly did they do?
Hydra was hardly the first to dabble in chthonic schemes. Many have tried and failed to awaken the Dark God. Over the centuries, the Knights fought alongside a number of allies who stood against the various crazed worshippers of Chthon.
You were there? At the witch trials?
Not initially, no. If I had been, I like to think I could have stopped them, before it was too late. I sensed something was wrong, and when the witches cried out in distress, I came to Salem as quickly as I could.
But Shah had already committed his crimes against them?
Yes. It was a devastating discovery. And for the longest time, I blamed myself.
But you see now it was not your fault.
I've come to understand that we must accept the past and move on. But that doesn't mean I won't always carry that pain with me.
I know that feeling all too well.
I know. And I wish you didn't, dear. I really do.
What do you know about Transia?
Transia is your ancestral homeland, Hunter. The birthplace of Lilith and Caretaker. It has always been a sort of magical junction, drawing in every type of occultist, sorcerer, and even the occasional Elder God. The Abbey grounds still behave in much the same way, even after all this time.
And Wundagore?
Wundagore Mountain has always played a prominent role in whatever scheme was underway. Chthon himself is said to have created the Darkhold, deep within the caverns of the mountain.
What was Caretaker like when she was younger?
I'm sure it's difficult to remember now, but Sarah wasn't always the steadfast contrarian. In our younger days, she was much more enthusiastic about dashing off to save the day, not unlike some of our younger allies among the Suns.
That does not sound like the Caretaker we know and love.
Keep in mind, Hunter, Sarah has faced a great deal of loss in her time here. Everyone she ever cared about, in fact. I would say she's earned the right to be disagreeable, at the very least. She is a very strong woman. I'm not sure I would have held up as well, given the same circumstances.
Hunter.
I wanted to talk to you about, actually, let's go someplace else. It's a little personal. I wanted to talk to you about book club.
Oh, having a good time?
I'm having a great time. Always good to flex the old brain muscles. I need your advice, though.
What kind of advice?
It's about Blade. I get the feeling that all of book club is just his roundabout way of getting to be friends with me. I mean, I'm touched. He seems like a good guy, but shy. So how do I tell him I'm totally cool with being best pals without scaring him off? Got any thoughts?
Friendships form naturally whether people say it out loud or not. I think if you keep showing up at book club, things will be fine.
Good point. If I've learned anything from those books, it's that what's not said is so much more important than what's said.
I wish I could be more helpful.
Please, you've been more than helpful just listening to me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go catch up with my reading. I'm a couple of chapters behind.
I can tell.
Watch it. No spoilers. The mirror table, our pulse on everything Hydra, really brings an Avengers Tower vibe to this place.
It has been useful. The Abbey always harbored great resources, but Stark and the Doctor have enhanced its abilities tenfold.
Don't get me wrong, Tony and the other Stephen are great. But I believe in giving credit where credit is due. You've also been doing your fair share, and I wanted to let you know that it hasn't gone unnoticed.
I could very well say the same thing about you, Steve. You are a natural-born leader, and the team has improved considerably since your arrival.
See? This is what I mean. You have the real potential to instill confidence in others. That's a true superpower. They say a good soldier should always trust his gut, and if my gut is right, and it's almost always right, I think you have a destiny beyond just defeating Lilith.
And what destiny is that?
Keep playing it straight with me, Hunter, and maybe I'll trust you enough one day to tell you.
lucky day, huh?
Practice makes perfect. Do your thing.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Everything by the numbers.
No problem.
I'm here if you need me.
How goes it, Hunter? Or is... So I know it's impolite to talk about the demon in the room, but let's talk about the demon in the room. I mean the one in the forge, specifically, not the others that haunt this place. Or my dreams.
Understood.
I know I said I was completely comfortable with that thing before, but I may have lied. Mainly because I thought it was listening.
A pity.
Say what now?
If anyone could unlock the true potential of the Forge, Caretaker and I were certain it would be the great Tony Stark.
Really?
Thankfully, we still have Doctor Strange.
I said the thing made me uncomfortable, not that I couldn't unlock it or whatever.
I am certain he would not be encumbered by such pedestrian concerns.
Well, uncomfortable is such a strong word. You know what? It was probably just allergies. Maybe the nice demon was just eating some strawberries, or wearing a wool sweater. Glad we could have this chat. Really eased my mind about everything. By the way, you don't happen to have a pen or a quill, do you? Just want to jot down a few last words in case I get swallowed up by a hellmouth while reaching for some pliers.
There is my ferocious Charlie girl.
Oh, you are gonna love this.
You have my undivided attention. In this reality of yours, I'm exactly where it is.
Hey, Hunter. Don't blink or you'll miss it. These should definitely give you an edge.
Until next time.
Let's do this.
New and improved.
We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuses here. All right, then.
I saw the new armor hunter. One word, slick.
Still no sign of Venom. The Parker boy really came through.
Even with his disappearance, his pet symbiote has unfortunately not given up its taste for my sanctum.
Neither has Hydra. They've upped the guard again, which I didn't even think was possible.
This symbiote creature has had a stranglehold on us long enough. It is time to strike.
Are you sure that thing is safe?
Well, we didn't exactly have a manual, but the science and spooky bits are sound.
You should be well protected.
It's a big risk.
So is leaving Lilith in command of the Sanctum.
You're both right.
But I bet you have another option. Sorry, didn't mean to spoil your moment.
A frontal assault has too many variables, but there's always the hole.
The back door. Of course. I know the risks, but at some point we have to start believing in each other. In ourselves. Your design will hold.
We would never let you step into battle unprepared.
Besides, what was the first rule of demon hunting you taught me? If at first you don't succeed, stab again.
Aw, you think Reed and Sue have such heartwarming moments with Johnny and Ben?
We're gonna get the Sanctum back for Strange.
I like your optimism.
Thanks. I have a good feeling about this.
Good feeling about you.
What was that?
Nothing. Boo, Hydra.
The shielding powers of the Vishanti on the faithful in their armor will make the hunter...
Hello, Hunter. I hope you are well.
I was hoping to ask you some questions.
By all means, ask away.
Can you tell me about your background?
I won't go into too much detail, but I was left orphaned as a child. I learned how to fend for myself and became a skilled pickpocket.
You stole from others?
To survive, and it worked. I scraped by. After a few years, my mutant abilities presented themselves, and I was approached by Xavier to join the X-Men. The rest is history.
I feel like you were leaving some parts out.
Perhaps. My past is just that. It is behind me, and I prefer to focus on what is ahead.
I saw bright lights coming from your hands. What was that?
It's a little complicated, but I have the power to control the weather and atmosphere. What you saw back there was electricity.
Wow, that is amazing. Now I understand the meaning behind your name.
Thunder and lightning don't roll off the tongue as easily.
You said your powers are complicated. May I ask how?
Maybe I'll go into full detail another time, but let's just say I can't mess with Mother Nature too much.
I see. Like checks and balances?
Exactly.
What is your given name?
Aurora Monroe. What about yours?
The Hunter.
Short and sweet. I like it.
Does your name hold any significance like mine does?
I was told it meant beauty. A little embarrassing, but I understand the intent.
I changed my mind.
The offer still stands.
I wish we had more time to test Strange and Stark's monstrosity of a creation.
That is some messed up wallpaper.
Must have got hungry without Venom around.
Evil consumes everything, even itself.
Ready for round two?
Always.
Ding ding.
What is that?
Old magical graffiti? You tell me.
Not the wards. That.
Caretaker, tell Strange we found a way back into his sanctum.
Finally.
Oh, and one more thing.
We are not alone.
For Hydra!
proven that the Faithbreaker can smash through that symbiote. Now you'll just have to do it a few more times. Oh, and try not to bring the roof down on your heads in the process.
I think I can hear Strange grimacing through the radio. Don't blink.
So that's how that works. This has your name on it!
Now I see why so many fear your strength.
Target in sight. Recon looks good.
You just made a big mistake.
I'll handle it. Slow me down.
Really think you can hide from me?
Arm Alpha moving to reinforce. Don't waste the opportunity.
Hydra sure does get around. Are we sure they don't have a limbo portal too?
It'll still come down to me punching someone.
Some things never get old, kiddo.
I am impressed. Now that was something.
Time to bleed.
For the mother!
For Hydra! Almost hurt. They are still coming for me.
It's almost a shame Stark and the Doctor aren't here to see their little project in action. The Faithbreaker will finally purge Venom's foul corruption from the Sanctum and the city.
The light will carry you onward. advantage is mine. No mercy for the servants of Lilith. Maybe you do not realize the trouble you are in, friend.
Targeting systems active.
They cannot stop us now. Stronger already.
Payback's gonna be fun. Just about enough. I've been waiting for this.
One of our people needs help.
It's too bad those gloves won't work for anyone else. We'd love to see Carol, Captain Marvel, not those timbers.
Aw, Blade. Such a sweet talker.
Indeed. For now, leave the Faithbreaker to me.
Not bad. Barely a scratch.
Something?
Lucky shot.
Looks like they want to try a few more.
Hydra will just keep throwing warm bodies in there until you're exhausted. Try and focus on the symbiote, not the soldiers.
Here to help. No change in plans? Don't try that again.
They need help.
Next time I won't go easy. Nice move.
this me? Lucky shot.
Hostile reinforcements inbound.
This should get you going.
Crossbones will just keep throwing Hydra bodies in there until you're exhausted.
It's about time.
Never seen that before.
You're wasting your energy.
Get some.
Interesting.
They're almost here. Hold position.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Forever in service.
That's not supposed to hurt.
Don't waste it.
I may be immortal, but I'm not indestructible.
The advantage is mine. I can handle it.
We're tracking.
Interesting. company.
I'm Gamma Special coming up.
I am not sure I can keep this up.
Something?
This shall be of great help. This shall be of great help. They must know my reputation. The light is getting dim. Lilith has sent you here to die. I hope you are.
Playtime's over.
They cannot possibly match your strength. That's right.
Give the mother my regards in hell.
It has still come down to me punching something.
Some things never get old, kiddo.
Forever in service.
Don't try that again.
Payback's gonna be fun.
I'll handle it. You will regret ever facing me.
No time for
hide and seek.
You've got nothing to fear.
Hydra sure does get around. Are we sure they don't have a limbo portal too?
Your fate is sealed. I am afraid you might not make it back from this one.
Is that all? You'd think after 80 years of failure, Hydra would throw in the towel already.
Watch close. You kissed the mother with that mouth?
Hardly a scratch.
Targeting systems active.
As long as I get to hit you back.
Lucky shot. Give him a hand.
Reinforcements inbound. Serve her with honor.
It's almost a shame Stark and the Doctor aren't here to see their little project in action. The Faithbreaker will finally purge Venom's foul corruption from the Sanctum and the city.
Let's do this.
I'm excited.
These fanatics are always the same.
You've had this coming. Still on my case here? I'll get you for that.
Let's see you rock this.
That's not right.
Confirmed enemy target.
Ah, the main course has arrived. It's too bad those gloves won't work for anyone else. We'd love to see Carol, Captain Marvel, not car.
Aw, Blade. Such a sweet talker.
Indeed. For now, leave the Faithbreaker to me.
I can't take too much of that.
And I thought Man-Thing was ugly.
Oversight.
All right. That hurt a little.
Can't tell if they're brave or just stupid.
That was something.
I will not waste this opportunity.
Looks like it's up to me now.
I will hold the line.
This should get you going.
Hydra will just keep throwing warm bodies in there until you're exhausted. Try and focus on the symbiote, not the soldiers.
Take advantage where they focus on me. Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Ready for round
to. Which arm are you guys again? Arm D, B team, third string?
They're hoping to wear me down.
Ready to give up?
Crossbones will just keep throwing hydro bodies in there until you're exhausted.
You were too weak for this fight.
Reinforcements on approach.
Blade told me to mention your mother. Apparently, she's promiscuous. Weak attempt. The light is getting dim.
Firing solution ready.
You make that look almost too easy.
Here, this should help.
I feel better already.
We will never forsake her.
You're gonna regret that.
Target is locked in.
They are being reinforced. This is not over yet. Oh, the light gift! Welcome assistance. No mercy for the servants of Lilith. Hail that!
Hydra!
You're not out of this yet.
I guess you don't know who I am. Next time I won't go easy.
The advantage is mine. We've broken through.
Gonna sound like one of Blade's action movies right now, but go!
Get to the sanctum!
Mother,
You kept me waiting, child.
I am here now.
Yes. Alone. Always so alone.
Did I miss the party?
You are just in time.
I told you the door works now.
Sorry. First apocalypse excitement, I guess.
The little sorcerer returns home.
Can't say I like what you've done with the place, Demon Mother, or my friend. No matter. Already, the power of the Sanctum returns to me. Your days of plundering its secrets end today!
But that was never the plan. Now,
Yes, Mother.
No! We're losing her! Maybe she's got the right idea.
Not while there's still a chance to seal that breach and save the Sanctum!
for the mother!
No one will touch you. I stand with the mother.
Banner's infernal device has torn through the wards themselves. If we are to have any chance of stopping Lilith, we must interrupt her mystic's ritual and seal that breach.
Try this on for size. Come in handy.
Mother protects us!
Interesting tactic. They deserve no mercy.
This one's for you.
We don't fear death!
At least you get to travel to new, exciting destinations before you get beat up. Boy, I hope Hydra follows proper concussion protocols. Up to that! Just the boost I needed.
Call forth something from the depths.
We will not fail!
I won't forget that.
Sure, just do whatever the last guy did.
guess. We have the upper hand for now. Do not bother running. How invigorating. I see not much has changed among the world's fanatics. Prepare yourself.
Just what this battle requires. You should really stay down. Watch and learn, my friend.
We will not fail.
How many times is that?
Mother protect us.
I am still the prize.
I know I'm new to this whole prophecy game, Doc, but none of this is good, is it?
No, not. Perhaps you and a hunter should retreat to a safe distance while I rectify the situation. I will be...
What? 2 steps behind us? I've seen too many movies to fall for that one. I'm staying.
As am I.
Their mystics fall before us.
Oh, this should be good.
I am impressed.
A pointless endeavor.
The endless search for wealth and power with just a tinge of fascism. A gift from ancient traditions.
A doctor and a powerful one. Impressive.
Lilith certainly made them enthusiastic.
I'm not going anywhere.
Respond. Anyone. Damn this interference. Not getting through.
The mystical barrier that separates the realms is collapsing. Some technical difficulties are to be expected. I don't know if you can still hear me, Sarah, but if something should happen, please tell Tony. not to touch my stuff.
Light will heal you. This shall be of great help.
Impressive.
Here we go again. Sometimes I even impress myself.
Try to move it.
This one won't bother us again. Watch closely.
Okay, that was awesome.
There. At last, the breach is sealed.
Anyone else noticing that the sanctum still seems to be falling apart around us?
First things first. Let's get rid of these remaining monstrosities and then see about stabilizing the sanctum. This has gone on long enough. We must purge this evil from the sanctum no matter what it takes.
If there was ever a time for you to lose your temper, Doctor, this would be it.
This should aid me in my fight.
Here we go! Maybe put some ice on that. You'll feel better. Take that!
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Even the Mother of Demons is forced to rely upon hired hands occasionally. Let me show you the
We will not fail.
You're gonna remember me. Time for the real thing.
I can't take much more of this.
You had your chance to escape.
Let's give it a go. It's remarkable how well Hydra manages to attract new recruits despite decades of ineptitude.
Okay, that was pretty cool.
Hydra Immortalis. We are the instruments of war.
Just wait until it's my turn.
Feeling a little rundown.
The advantage is mine.
We will not be discouraged.
That was really something.
I'm on.
Not bad. Not great, but not bad.
I'm going for it.
That's the spirit.
Now.
Cruise easy.
I doubt I can take much more of this.
Fight on.
Not bad. Not great, but not bad. This won't end well for you. The light shines on the most dutiful.
Oh, this should be good. Gotta be honest, you didn't leave me much choice.
Well done, my friends.
Doc, come on, we have to go!
Leave if you must! I can hold it! Like hell you can!
Not good, right?
No. No, it is not.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. That really, really sucked.
Try adding a few dozen more reallys.
I'm in shock. I didn't expect to lose the Sanctum.
Oh, you didn't expect to lose the Sanctum? That was my whole life. Ripped open and decimated before my eyes.
We need to have a serious conversation about Lilith. She's much stronger than we anticipated.
We did everything we could, and it still wasn't enough.
Lilith is a pain, for sure. But right now she's hiding behind our boy Bruce. And if he's giving her IT advice, then that's a problem I can do something about.
I failed. How else can I describe it? I failed not just my teammates, but the world.
That's right. You did fail. All of you.
Oh, hey, don't sugarcoat it or anything.
But that doesn't mean you lost. And that is an important distinction. This war is far from over. And tomorrow we will rise again. And fight again.
I'm too tired for a hoorah, but the sentiment is there.
I appreciate the inspirational words. We all need it.
I'm sure. Now rest, get some sleep. All of you. The battle will wait until morning.
No! Ah, how can this be? You have vanquished me once again.
This is the life. Kicking it with the legendary hunter. And kicking said legendary hunter's ass at a fighting game.
I also enjoy, how do you say, kicking it with you, Carol.
Yeah, there's hope for you yet. I'm just not sure there's hope for you in this game.
Care to find out?
You realize that you'll need to win the next 3 matches to beat me.
Just press that forsaken restart button already.
Okay, but I'm not going easy on you, Hunter. You're way too good for that.
I am good now, huh?
Yeah, just not at this game.
Who is a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.